New York and on the new Hot 97 app. Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
Ebro in the morning. Lawrence Styles. Empty chair for Rosenberg. He's in Toronto. Was covering the Raptors last night. But we have, what are y'all known as? The Jello Crew? Box Talk? What do y'all got a group name? No, my brother's Joell Ortiz Salaam Remi. Give it up one time. Are y'all a group now?
Nah, we
just
friends.
do joints. We just doing joints.
Now, y'all got a new record or a new project.
The project is called Box Talk.
And what is the whole origins of this? Because you guys already had the it was
Ponte.
you,
No
it
Ponte.
was No Ponte, which was like a party Spanish hip hop type of thing with some MCs.
Yeah.
Now
I mean,
this.
Overall, I mean, what I decided to do at this point in my career was to just collaborate with people I rock with. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's you've been to the crib, friends come over.
Yep.
We play some music. We
The
eat some
beach out
food.
back.
There you go, the beach out back. We just sit down, chill.
Mango trees.
Pluck a mango off the
Pretty
tree,
amazing.
bite it, and then whatever comes out, comes out. And if it sound fire, then we send it up to the city.
So what mango tree did Joell go to when he turned into a straight from the island?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Straight hit. He went straight hit. He went straight compo.
Right. Because if you
don't
haven't
know.
heard it, you turn into a different character.
Just having fun, man.
Matter of fact, for
Chacho.
the rest of the interview, you gotta talk like dude off the Jello
Nah, I
record.
don't even remember
that's
that.
The whole interview.
Wait, what is
man.
his character name, Salam?
Chacho.
Chacho. That's
Chacho.
Chacho's a wild
Yo,
dude.
y'all niggas was high, big.
Chacho.
Drunk or
The
something. What y'all
mangoes
was
was fresh.
on? What type of mama Juana was y'all
I'm
drinking?
gonna tell you, I got a sense of humor.
Yeah, of course.
And I just thought it was funny. So I kept saying it, and he's just looking at me like, what are you talking about? And I had it for a while, maybe like a year. I just kept saying, yo, I'm telling you, it's J-Lo. And then, for me, it's just like a hip-hop thing. The samples I pull together,
Right.
It's the beat nuts off the book this year. This is something for the radio, Chub Rock, Caught Up. I just know that those up-tempo fun records, so I was just listening to it. But I just really thought it was funny that if you said Jello with an accident, it's actually saying J-Lo.
Right, and she
So-
got Jello.
Bang. So J-Lo and J-Lo, hey, shake that J-Lo. You shaking that J-Lo.
Jello.
And I was just like, that's funny. So then when I threw it at him, he was like, And he tried it. He was like, nah, I can't do this. I can't play. I was like, yo, I'm telling you, it could be something. But I'm just no sense of humor. So then eventually he started saying, wow, that's not pudding, that's Jello. My co-worker said, hola. So we just started playing with the conversation. But in general, it's hip-hop fun. The whole concept of our project is called Box Talk because I always loved the records that I would tape off the radio over the years. The years when I was up here around, and we would always tape the radio. It was always about playing a record that made you feel like, I need that right now. And the whole concept of our EP is a box. So this box that's been, I've been pushing around. I got to get y'all all sizes. But,
Yeah, I need that.
pushing
I need
around
that.
the Box Talk hoodies for half a year because we really had this since last summer. But it was just the whole concept of when it gets nice outside, you put a box on the block, and this is the hip-hop that you would hear. And you wouldn't only just hear hip-hop with bars or everything else. You would hear a record like this on a Saturday night.
Party records.
Party records. So we just having fun. That's really what it is.
So-
The video's fun. The whole...
Now, real quick, Laura, I want to go for people who locking in. You're seeing Salaam Remi, you're seeing Joell Ortiz, two fellas who have contributed all types of music, right? From solo stuff, Joell, to representing the Brooklyn, the hood, the projects, being Puerto Rican, Slaughterhouse. Like, you've given us a lot of amazing moments in hip hop. Salaam, you as well, all the way going back to the Fugees, I Need Kamosi. Like,
Here comes
so I
our
don't know
stuff,
if, I don't want to, a lot of people, even though they have access to information these days,
Right.
might not actually know why you guys could come in the game and have a fun record like this and people give a fuck. Like, they may not conceptually know why you have earned, because let's say somebody else put out this record that didn't have the type of equity in the game that y'all have, right? People might not receive it well. They'd be like, what is this?
Possibly, but my feeling is the music got to hit you without you knowing the story. I'm part of not the performing arts where we dance up on stage, not the yapping arts where you just talk for hours about
right.
something. I actually make music that captures your emotions for 2 or 3 minutes. That's what I've done for 35 years. So as far as I'm concerned, when you hear it, if you don't catch a little bob in your neck and you don't feel like
you
this
gonna
is
catch the
fun,
bob.
if you don't catch the bob and you don't feel the fun, then go inside. This ain't for you. That's
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying?
love
There's nothing more than that because the emotions have to speak without you knowing my name. Most of the records I produce, people don't even know I did it. So if they really go through my discography, they go, oh, wow, you did that record when I was 5? Yes. And I did it on purpose. You know what I'm saying? And that's the energy. When you're playing in a club, do you go, who's the credit? Who did it? Why are we doing this? No, you're going to feel it or you're not going to feel it. And it's just that simple. You know, I'm a New Yorker at heart. I live in Miami, but I live for New York summers. I've been waiting for the weather to break. It almost not breaking today, but it's back on.
Tomorrow, no, about
It's
1 o'clock.
trying.
Look, here we go.
1
It's
o'clock.
coming,
It's
1
coming.
o'clock.
So I
New
waited
York
until it
summer
got
back.
Yo, we was trying to do this since March. We had the video since March. It was good. I was like, yo, was it good yet? He's like, nah, the weather ain't. All right, cool. So as soon as it got hot, I'm like, Memorial Day, all right, we outside. Cool. And then we put it up here. Enjoy yourselves, have some fun. You know what I'm saying? What would you do at La Marina? You sitting there waiting?
Yeah.
What you want to hear? All right, cool. What are you bopping to? You just waiting for that bob and emotional, mad music to come on? Nah, but at the end of the day, Experience Box Talk is the EP. It's hip-hop on all facets for people who understand hip-hop, and you just play it. And if you listen to the EP and you can't get it, then it's cool.
Is this part of Do It for the Culture too?
Yes.
So can you break
Do It for
that
the Culture
down?
too. So remember, a few years ago, I called it Do It for the Culture. I put out 50 songs. I had Mira May from London, who's actually doing really well over there now. I had Champagne Flutes. I had No Ponte, where I'd really pulled together Joell, Bodega Bams, and Nitty, because I liked where they were
You guys
at.
had great records on that
Those
project.
records are fire. People slept on that project, bro.
And it continues to live. The
Good
music
thing
lives.
music is forever now.
yeah, exactly. People catching it now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah.
music lasts longer than your feelings. That's how I look at it. So at the end of the day, that was a good thing. But I had all those records, and I also had Come Through and Chill by Miguel. And I was like, no, I'm gonna just keep putting out records.
That got Grammy nominated.
Exactly. So a year after I did that, after it still bubbled, it went on Miguel's album, still was a single, still a gold single, Grammy nominated, so it felt good. So what I decided to do this time was, instead of putting out 50 songs one time, there's 52 weeks in the year, I'm coming every week with something different. And this whole month, the first week has been Box Talk with Joell. This week, actually the 14th, it's gonna be me and Terrace Martin. Terrace Martin is a producer from the West Coast that I've known for a long time.
Jazz. He did To Pimp a Butterfly melodies and
Yes.
keyboard playing on that.
No, he produced
Amazing.
a lot of To Pimp a Butterfly
Yeah.
for Kendrick, but he also produced for Snoop and YG and a lot of different things. So he plays in Herbie Hancock's band. So we did a jazz record. You know what I'm saying? It's black culture, black music. That's what I do. So we have an EP called North Side of Linden, where I'm from, West Side of Slaughterhouse, where he's from. And it's a combination of East Coast, West Coast, jazz, hip-hop cats.
That's so
what we
tight.
do. So he's actually performing with his dad at the Blue Note Thursday through Sunday, Father's Day weekend. So we're out here just representing jazz and hip-hop. I also did No Ponte in a different way this time, where I have an EP with Joell. I have an EP with Bodega Bams called Bodega's Way. That's harder than anything you were going to hear this year. That'll be out sometime this month as well. We're shooting vids this week. And then I have Mango Season with Nitty Scott coming probably top of July because she's on tour now.
Mango season.
Love that.
There
Now,
you
is
go.
the Nas Amy Winehouse song part of this?
That's all come. So all year, I mean, really it started from Black Thought, Streams of Thought Volume 2, but that's part of it in the energy. Nas and Amy Winehouse, Find My Love, my song with Gallant called Roll the Dice, James Fauntleroy, Sex High, all these different singles I'm doing, they'll be pulled back together with the whole R&B set coming before July 4th weekend. I have, Jimmy Cozier, Claudette Ortiz, all types of, I just make music because I love it, you know what I'm saying? It's all different sides of it, but we're having major fun.
Now, in the streaming era of how people consume music, right?
Right.
Joell, I know this for you is important because all of your stuff as an artist, when people go look for you, they're seeing everything that you're affiliated with on the streaming services.
Yeah.
Are you preferring this new space because now people are finding records maybe from you that they never heard?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that music is forever now is a plus for artists overall because, before it used to be a situation where, you're trying to catch a record and you need to catch a record. And if you don't catch a record, then nobody can know you. And if you think that you caught one but they missed it, it's dead once it's dead. Now, you keep making music and doing what you love. And if something happens to pick up more than anything else has, they double back and can view your whole catalog and check for you. Plus, I mean, the access is everywhere now. You can go to people's social medias, you can go to YouTube, you can go to Spotify.
And you can use all those things to promote.
Absolutely. So I mean, I feel like it's a good space right now, to be honest with you.
Your last project, we met up and talked about that over at Apple. That was
Mona Lisa with
Mona
Apollo
Lisa
Brown.
project with Apollo Brown.
Yeah, I put a mixtape out after that too with Fred the Godson.
Oh, dope.
Gorilla Glue.
I missed Gorilla Glue.
That's
I
what I'm
see
saying.
that.
So you can miss
I
stuff.
missed that.
But now you could double back. You know what I'm saying?
The
And check
Heat
it out.
Makers, Joell Ortiz.
Yeah.
And wow.
Yeah.
Yo, shout to the Gorilla Glue.
Yeah, shout to Austin too. You know what I mean? Doing this thing. That El Capo album is fire with Jim.
Yo, Jim's on this joint, on this album, and I
he
missed
on
it.
this. Yeah, it's a fire album.
That's
Street shit.
tight.
But yeah, like Mona Lisa, I stopped through your other show and promoted that with Apollo.
Yeah, nah, that was real. And on there, you even, I think it was on track 2, Reflection.
Yeah.
We talked about how you actually were talking about the whole Slaughterhouse
Yeah.
thing and how you felt with your brothers and how
Yeah.
do you communicate? Y'all all communicate still?
Yeah, we hit each other here and there. I'm not going to sit here and act like we,
Hang out every
yo, it's
weekend.
good. Yo, you saw the game. It ain't like that because everybody doing what they doing.
Yeah.
We got to remember we was all 4 solo artists before we even came
Right.
together.
Right,
So once
right.
we split, we jump back into our box, into, what we do in our bag. So, yeah, we catch up, holiday stuff, birthday stuff, things like that. We'll say what's up. Or just, every now and then, yo, Crook, I saw the Crook's Corner, that was fire. Royce, good luck at your show, stuff like that. Joe, he just clowned me on the podcast because
Why
of the
was that?
J-Lo. Well, he ain't clown me, but he kind of played and was like, what's this? And Moore was like, yo, I'm going to call that nigga. I'm going to call it. Because, the Jello joint is not what you used to getting from
Right.
Joell. I'm bar heavy. My respect, it comes from sweat equity and putting in that work with the
Right.
pen. So when I do a fun record, everybody just like, wait, what's this? He ain't really flipping metaphors and similes and
Yeah.
all
But
that.
you
You
just
listen
having
to it, it
fun.
kind
But
of
it
is.
kind of is,
He
though.
kind of is. If you listen to it, the work is there.
I know.
And at the end of the day,
And you
it's
just
fun.
think character. It's a
afraid.
different side of you.
It is. But I was afraid, to be honest with you, because it's the first time I did something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I got to credit Salaam with that because he was just like, look, everybody know what you are. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
But they don't know the other side. Like, you come to my crib, we crack jokes, we eat
Your
mango,
jokes all the
like,
time.
Dog,
You
like, you
laugh
a
all the
funny
time.
dude.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
just bug out, have fun. So I started messing with the accent and stuff and a couple of the bars. And he just like, nah, just go all the way in. And before you know it, it pulls something else out of me to just have fun. And now a bunch of people like this record. Like, people that wouldn't necessarily listen to a
People
Joell
that don't
record.
know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm gaining fans from just becoming a character. Like,
But we
Lauren
didn't do it
said.
for fans. We did it for fun. And at the end
Yeah.
of the day, that's what it is. We ain't begging no friends. Whoever they like, we move.
Who else is on the EP?
On this EP, Box Talk is just us.
It's just y'all two.
Yeah.
It's us.
Okay. Dope.
Nobody else.
Now, so you got Terrace Martin, you got this collaboration with
We have some
Joell.
big tune with Akon, too.
So
Oh,
yeah, I
wow.
heard something about this.
What'd you hear?
Well, I heard that Akon was putting out a bunch of music, like 6 albums.
It's 3. He got 3 albums.
3.
Okay, I see. I got the information wrong.
He
You
got
know, it
three.
went 3 to 6. Akon putting out 12 albums, one a month for the next.
Akon's been to Miami a lot, so when he get to Miami, he was working on a Latin album. He get from the airport, he stopped by my crib and he record something real quick. And I was working on a lot. I have a lot of dancehall coming this year, so we actually have a nice 5-song piece, but it feel like Biltmore Ballroom 1988. Like it's that real. This is what we gonna do. Like
Yeah.
that good energy stuff. So that'll start dropping probably next week. We put out a couple singles and hoping that this summertime kicks up the way we need it to. Get the
So you got hip hop with some Spanish club flair. You got reggae music.
Exactly. Ain't nothing about. Once again, I reiterate: Box Talk is not just fun. Shake That J-Lo is fun. Box Talk is go upside your head hip hop music.
Yeah.
That make you drive fast.
Don't get it twisted. Like, J-Lo is one of the records off
Yeah,
there.
you got to your girl's
I do
house
remind
and
you
a part
who
of it,
Joell
and then
is
you got
throughout
back in the
that
car and it's
project.
still
J-Lo got the video with the Jello and the J-Lo.
Yeah.
J-Lo.
Yeah.
Lots of ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of fun,
More to
man.
come.
But it's a fun video. Like, Cass
you.
One came in here and was like, don't watch it. Don't watch the video first. Listen to the song. So I was like, okay. I was like, I'm trying to figure it out. Then I saw the video. I was like, okay, I got it. It's fun.
Thank
It really
you.
is a
Thank
fun
you.
We
record.
having
Thank
fun
you.
out here. That's what we're doing. But I have all that stuff coming. And there's more to come. Like I said, I try not to reveal everything all at one time. I just want to experience the summer the way that everybody else should. I might record something next week. Me and Brent Fires got some music. Me and Ferg got some music. Me and Rocky got something that needs to come out real bad too. Rocky, holla at me. But yeah.
So
we just
question.
keep going.
Today the big talk is around bundles. And I'm not talking about weaves. I'm talking about how artists sell an album and you could buy a pizza or a t-shirt
Or
or
an energy drink.
energy drink and these things.
Yep.
As an industry insider, I obviously know the different layers. But I argue with everybody that the fan don't know the difference. They're like, I get a free hat and an album?
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah,
I'm in.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
Yeah.
I get some sneakers? I'm in. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
how they think about it.
Yeah.
I would love to hear you guys' perspective on whether you like because now Nielsen is reviewing the rules. They disqualified and did Khaled dirty and disqualified some of his
He had
sales.
an energy drink.
Because he
Right,
partnered with
yeah.
an energy drink, but Taylor Swift did something with Papa John's in 2012, and they approved his energy drink bundle, and then said that certain sales was no good.
I mean, I think that's the game, and they move things around. You know, hey, we got a box soap bundle. You get the vinyl, a hoodie, and a nice picture. But, you know, I'm not going to sit here and go, I got to be this different chart position. You know, I understand it's a business and people moving for it. But I'm not here for the political likes and whatever the stats are. I'm here
So
for
you don't mind the
longevity.
bundle?
Nah,
I think the bundle's a great idea because ultimately, you know, the reality is that somebody will pay $200 to come see you perform for an hour. It won't give you $2 for your record. The reality is, you know, the downloads going away. They're going to stream your record. They might not even never buy your record, consume it at all, give you no money for your record. But they will pay $50 for your shirt.
By the way, I don't believe downloads are going away.
Why somebody said it was going away.
Some people.
No, people think because iTunes broke up, they put the music part. You know, when you went into iTunes, you could buy movies, you could buy TV, and you could buy music. So now when you go into Apple Music, you could you'll be able to buy the music in the Apple Music. The TV thing, you'll buy the TV shows. And the movie thing you'll buy over in the Apple TV shit too. So they just breaking it up. And so there won't be just the one app. The shit will be everywhere.
Basically,
You'll
but
be able to buy
streaming's lighter. You just walk around with your phone and you can just get to everything. You don't have
Right.
to carry no music, no crates, no nothing. So it feels better. But I just say in general, people like the experience. They want something that they can walk away with. They want a shirt. They want a hat.
Right, that's the other
something
part.
That's
The
what
other
it is.
side.
Yeah.
A
moment.
commemorative thing.
Yeah, something that they can remember the moment. They want a piece of art. They want something to say, okay, I was there and this is what I felt with it. Not just the music, because the music has become almost a byproduct.
Right.
But then my belief is that when the music is really strong, that's going to last longer than all the materials.
Right, for sure.
So 100 years from now, I don't know where this stuff is going to be, but I know somebody's going to be digging up the music like I'm digging up Billie Holiday music.
Right.
That's a fact. My last release before this with Apollo Brown, we did vinyl and it went crazy, like ridiculously crazy.
Right.
Like we had to re-up 3 times on vinyl, and that's because people want to touch stuff, man. People want
And also a certain fan bases love something a little bit more.
yeah, of course. I mean, I don't know. I feel like the Khaled situation is not so much. The beef is not so much, you know, discredited.
Bundle or nah.
Yeah, bundle or not. I think, you know, Khaled is used to being in front.
Yeah.
You know, just keeping it a buck. You know what I'm saying? So he like, yo, I was number one, and people don't know that because I got
Y'all
jerked.
disqualified
Yeah, I got
certain
disqualified.
shit. Yeah.
So I'm not allowed to run around and say, you know, we the best. That's what he run with. We the best. So for this time out, he was the best, but not really.
With an asterisk.
Yeah, with the
That,
asterisk.
but then also, I mean, once again, you can't disqualify certain artist stuff and then not others. You know, it can't be Khaled's bundle doesn't work.
Right, 'cause
but
that's
Tyler's
what's
bundle
weird.
doesn't
That's
work.
the
beef, though. Pre-hand
So you
too?
can't do one or the
That's
other. It
weird
has
to
That's
to
the
me.
thing.
They
Did they
approved
approve it and
that's
then
what
not
the
approve it?
article said, that they approved it. Then in the middle of it, certain ones had quote unquote anomalies. But we, you know,
Don't tell me I won the lottery and then change the rules after I win.
I think that's the problem.
That's a problem.
Nah,
That's a
then,
problem.
You know, then he has every right to sue and get that right.
Now, Joell Ortiz claims to play basketball really well.
He does
and-
play. It's not a claim. I can say that
ain't
on
tryna get
radio,
you.
and if anybody disagree, they can
No,
catch
no.
me. Like, yeah,
Listen,
nah.
Ellis, this guy right here, quick feet,
Yeah.
big man, quick feet.
Yeah.
Crossovers mean.
Yeah.
And pump fake game.
Yeah, that-
might be top 5.
Facts.
Top 5 because
I
he
would
has
say
no
we
hops, but
flying.
his pump fake.
Yeah, nah. I would need you to believe I'm going up in the air. I ain't going nowhere with you are. I guarantee that.
Pump fake game is crazy.
Yeah.
Who you
Yo.
got winning, man? The series was crazy last night, man. KD, the leg thing is everybody feeling bad.
Feeling bad.
Toronto, the Raptors should have took that. They was in the lead after KD went out. I know you're a big fan of the sport. So.
Very, very big fan of the sport. Yeah, last night was for the taking. If you a Raptor fan, you know what I'm saying. You slipped. You let the
We
championship.
had the champ on the ropes. You could have knocked him out.
Yeah, I think everybody under the sun knows that they're going to win in Oracle. So right now it just puts you in a position where I know you're going to say, but at least it goes back to Toronto. But that's not the issue. The issue is who's Game 7 tested, who's been here before, who's going. The moment, like, let me tell you something. Even though it's home, Game 7,
different.
it's just a basketball hoop and a ball, and like. The other team, who you looking at and knowing as champs, who have, been here before and done it. So, like, I know you got the crowd and all that stuff, but, like, the free throw, the basket, this gets a little bit smaller. you're in your thoughts a little bit longer.
And see, and people, I don't hear enough talk about how Steph Curry and them, Laura's looking at us like, really, fam? Steph Curry and them, before Kevin Durant, I'm going to tell you a story. Before Kevin Durant went to the Golden State Warriors, he was on Oklahoma City Thunder.
I know that.
They were up. It wasn't a finals game 7, but it was a Western Conference final.
Yeah.
They were up 3-1 on Golden State.
Facts.
Yep.
Steph Curry and them came back on Kevin Durant and Westbrook, Russell Westbrook, and took it. Yeah. And the next season, Kevin Durant went and was like, I'm playing for the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because he wanted the eye of the tiger.
Because he wanted them rings.
Yeah.
Rings and the eye of the tiger. At the end of the day, what happened last night, one point, it just showed who's really going to push when it's go time. Some people talk big, but they can't deal with the shootout. Yeah. Oh, wow. Some people swing, and they hurt their hand on the first punch. When you get to that point right there, it's really eye of the tiger. Who's really going to deliver?
Facts.
You can't be missing them shots. Like,
So
they
who
missed
you
like
got?
4 shots. Well, I'm always an underdog person. Growing up as a Knicks fan, that's the only position you could have had. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it was. I mean, we Starks dunking on Jordan. Take the picture because it's not going to happen again. That was it.
I don't even know if the Knicks won the game. I forget. Did they even win that game?
Yeah, no, that was a highlight. Let me get that. We running with that.
Yo, but take the picture.
The Knicks did win the game, right? They lost the series.
Yeah, lost the series. But we don't care.
So I'm always, I'm always AI over Kobe. Like whoever's the underdog. And So I actually love the fact that Toronto, when at the top of the season nobody saw them being in the finals, that they're actually there in the finals and they're contesting this in a different way. Nobody thought LeBron wouldn't be in the playoffs,
right.
and nobody thought that Toronto
Now,
would be in the
plot
finals.
twist. Shawnee pointed this out earlier. He feels, and he only watches things when it's
I'm
the
wondering
finals.
if y'all going to say the same thing I'm
During
thinking.
the finals.
Golden State.
It's the underdog.
Is now the
Yes,
underdog.
I agree.
Because everybody expected Golden State to sweep the whole movement, and Toronto was like the underdog. But now that KD has been out of the picture the whole time and now has injured himself again, can Golden State do this? Can they pull it off? Is now the underdog story.
It's a super bittersweet moment, too, for me last night because I hated when people was like, yo, KD got 1 foot out. KD, and he don't really care. Like he
came back knowing he wasn't
come on,
100.
son, he wasn't a buck. He wasn't a buck. And not only did he come out and play, he played hard.
Balling.
Blocks, rebounds. He was D'ing up. He had early fouls. He was hitting big. He was in
He
the
had 25. Wasn't he like 25 points?
He had like
or something?
No. He had 11 points in 12 minutes.
That's what it was.
Yeah, he got busy. But so you had that. I had the moment to be like, I told y'all KD is a hooper. He didn't really care. I'm going out. We face an elimination. I'm going out. And then he gets hurt. So you know what I'm saying? So at least the basketball world got to see, KD ain't that dude. He ain't really a softie like that.
Right. And Toronto, I think, part of them, Drake being sick because that's his boy KD.
Right.
But they know that if they get this chip,
Yeah.
it'll have an asterisk next to it.
That's a fact.
Because the Golden State Warriors weren't 100%.
You know what else I noticed too? And this is important because, like you said, I play ball. I still play ball. Retirement, older league stuff. But just remember when Draymond Green and KD had their little back and forth, and everybody was like, "Listen, they don't really feel like he a warrior and stuff like that." If you look at when KD leaves the court, it's Iguodala and Curry back there holding him, walking him to the locker room. Game is still going on.
Right.
We got our guy. Curry stands outside while they bring him in and shakes his head. That's their man. Like, they teammates for real.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not phony. It's not big contracts and you know what I mean? It's like after you get, maybe it's that in the beginning. And then after y'all play and y'all hoop, it's like doing a bid with somebody.
Well, and also when an injury happens, all that business shit go out the window. Especially an injury like that where people are like, yo, my man might be out for a season. They know what that means.
Especially since
and
they know.
And an Achilles, a calf or an Achilles or a foot, that might change the way KD plays forever if he don't come back right.
And they know the story more than anybody. So when he makes that decision to play, maybe they know something we don't know. Like, damn, my son going out knowing that there's a huge risk. Mm-hmm. Then that happens, you like, nah, not my guy. This hurts the Knicks.
We just said that this morning. We gave the Knicks the congratulations. You played yourself. And they at home and fishing on vacation. And the Knicks still caught an L. How you catch an L? How you get fired on your day off?
You sure he's going to the Knicks and it's not the Nets?
Now, there you go. There you go with the bullshit.
Wait,
Some people have said that
Rich Kleiman.
KD
I heard Rich Kleiman name on TV. I'm like, Rich Kleiman? Hold on, Rock. Wait a minute.
Wait,
Alright,
is
cool.
Barkley more attractive than MSG at the moment?
I mean, it feels like there's less drama and you can just play and
Didn't
win.
Kyrie say he want to go to the Nets too?
Kyrie did say that.
All right, cool.
Ooh, man.
Plot twist. Let's just sit back and watch.
All
Get
right,
your
I got a
popcorn,
question
folks.
for y'all, though.
So you think you got... If you heard it here first, I take Salaam Remi has inside
It's
information
possible.
that the players is saying the Nets is more attractive.
I'm just saying it's a possibility if you really think about it. Who wants to deal with, other
James
politics?
Dolan and
Yeah.
Do you think they
the
could...
baggage of the Knicks.
Because, all right, let's be honest. New York...
You don't want to get arrested when you're a veteran going to see your old team play.
Oh, yeah.
You know how the Knicks do you. They
Plus, the
arrest
Barclays
you.
Center's pretty fly.
I know.
Oakley's
The way they
swing.
did Oakley ain't sit well with me. When Oakley was in there, they kicked Oakley out real quick.
That was nasty.
That's nasty, man. Oakley having a
Get the
beer.
chicken tacos from the 40-40 courtside.
Talking that talk.
That traffic on Atlantic Ave is nasty, though.
It is nasty.
He be all right. He got shot.
So all subways go there. You good?
Oh, y'all
true.
trying to get him to Brooklyn?
Subway pull up, and it's
I'm
a brand
saying,
new. It's
it
brand
is
new. It
brand
don't
new.
look like Penn Station. That shit brand new over there at the
Y'all
Barclays.
trying to get
I
him
mean, you
over
never
there?
know. Like I said, the possibility is you feel like he's coming to New York.
Yeah.
I'm
All
a
right, cool.
Brooklynite, so that would be crazy. But I'm wondering if you do get a KD and you do get a Kyrie, can the Nets become New York City's team? Because it's still Knicks town.
Nah, I don't. I think it's different. I think it becomes something like. Actually, we've never seen it before. I was gonna say it becomes something like Yankees and Mets. Nope.
Nope.
It don't become Giants and Jets.
No.
Because, well, it could be more Giants Jets. Because the Giants have 4 rings. The
I don't
Jets
know.
have
I'm a
one.
Jet. I don't care about
The
them
Jets have 1.
Yeah.
Then if the Nets get a chip, we never seen that before.
I mean, and just Brooklyn overall is popping right now. You know what I mean? Like, people want to move people moving out of Manhattan into Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Championship fights at the Barclays. Think about it.
Yeah, like, I don't know, but, KD prays
Wait,
up.
so Salaam, as a New Yorker who always grew up a Knicks fan, and I've seen this happen. This has been happening.
Right.
We cast one who's grew up in the Bronx. He abandoned the Knicks, left.
Yeah, I mean,
Because he was like, it's the own, like, because at a certain
heartbreak.
point,
You like,
no,
no,
at a certain
I
point,
can't-
this is
I
what
can't
it was.
stay with you no more,
At a
lover.
certain point, I was like, look, as a Knicks fan, the fact that it's the most lucrative franchise in the NBA, and they can't put up a playoff team at least an 8th slot every year, is disrespect to the fan base. If I'm a fan, I'm blaming the front office. I ain't blaming players, and I ain't blaming coaches. Right? The games sell out every time. Win or lose.
Regardless.
And they're not cheap.
No.
Those
And them tickets
not
ain't cheap, and y'all can't put at least an 8th slot in the East
but
every
they had
season.
the talent. The talent's been there. At the end of the day, this situation is a situation. So you know what? Somebody else got to step it up. It's never the one person you think that's going to do it. It's the person
So what
next
I'm
to them that's
asking you,
staying
sir,
on the heels.
have you abandoned the Knicks for the Nets?
Nah, I haven't abandoned the Knicks, but I abandoned the aspect of thinking that the Knicks were going to bring this championship home that quick.
But you're still a Knicks fan.
I'm still a Knicks fan because I grew up one.
You know what? I feel like
It
Nick.
sounds like he's on the fence. That's why I grew up
Like
one,
White
I don't
Castle.
slide.
You know what I'm saying? Work with it.
You know what? Nick, knowing a lot of Knicks fans and former Knicks fans, like Knicks fans is all right with you jetting on them too.
Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. I'm still here. It is what it is. Gotta be out. I
It's like the
understand.
block.
Yeah, I
It's like
understand.
the block. We understand you don't
Yeah.
want to stand in front of the bodega
It's
no
all
more.
good, man. I understand. But Pat Ewing should have dunked it instead of finger rolling. I understand. You can get out of here. Like, you know what I mean? So, and you going right there. You going across the pond, son. You right there.
And then didn't Pat Ewing, the Knicks won't even hire him for like a backup coach, huh?
Yo, they do a lot of their legends dirty, though.
And then he was at the draft this year, like
yeah,
supporting the Knicks and all that.
Yo, man, Pat is, is it safe to say, like, right now, that's the first player face you think about when you think of Knicks? Right now, still.
I would say him and
And-
Clyde.
Right. But, like, Pat.
Pat Ewing was an
the
era.
sweat on the free throw line. You know what I mean? Like, just giving it battles with Elijah Warren and Shaq and Rick Smits on the Pacers and, like, Alonzo Mourning with the whole Heat stuff. That was the best Knicks team there ever was, to me.
Yeah.
Without chips. Because they didn't necessarily have the best talent. We all know that. They just went out there with dumb
Grind.
heart
It's
and
hard,
grit.
though. That team was like, you know what I'm saying? Draymond is another level of Anthony Mason to me. You know what I'm saying?
he's in that
Anthony
zone.
Mason was going to throw that elbow. Barkley was like, I'm the tree right here. I'm the Oakley, not Barkley. Oakley was like, I'm the tree right here. You ain't getting past me. And then you go out, you see them all in long leather coats. Like, yeah, anybody moving over here? Y'all ain't picking brick wall. Go around. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, was that Allen Houston was hurt forever. Caught the nice bag, but he was still out everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was doing what it do. But they had the talent. When they had Stoudemire, Anthony.
Yeah, but the Knicks are
Sanity.
look, if the Knicks pick up KD next season, it'll be another coming off injury or injury player that the Knicks invest in that we don't know where it's gonna go. And I love KD.
We got a history of doing that.
But the Knicks have a history of picking up players that ain't in their prime.
Because sometimes you have to build the players. You can't just acquire the player who's already it.
Right.
The worst person they picked up that wasn't in their prime was Phil Jackson. Real talk, man. I think he set this
They were
franchise
trying to
back,
follow the
man.
Not
Pat
Isaiah?
Riley thing.
Nah. Phil Jackson, he set this franchise back with old thinking. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. It just didn't feel right when he was here. He didn't feel invested. He just was kind of like old Zen man.
He thought it was going to be easier. That's
Yeah,
what it was.
I've done this before.
New York's not an easy town, bro.
Nah, this is crazy. This is not L.A. It's not laid back. We don't do meetings on hotel roofs at 2 p.m. with the umbrella and the drink. Nah, we do meetings 10 degrees. You know what I mean? Yeah, on a street corner somewhere. So, like, I don't know. I think Phil Jackson was a bad move and to set the franchise back. Now, you know, it's not I mean, dude, like, if I'm a star player, I need somebody else to come with me. I'm not doing a New York Dolo.
No.
No way in hell. I'm not doing that. For what? To set up for what? To maybe sneak us into the playoffs, maybe as that AFC you was talking about, and then we bounced out? Nah, I need somebody else. I need to look like we gonna win, or I'm not coming. Or I'll go to the Nets, who look like they on the verge of something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they already moving in the right
And the
direction.
Nets, Griff, the Nets got how many draft first rounders?
This year? They just traded one. Yeah,
They trade no, but I mean each year coming up.
Oh, they got one this year.
Two next year. I think 2 next year, yeah. D'Angelo Russell hooping. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What's your man, Jared Allen with the afro blocking shots?
Yeah, they looking like they trending in the right direction. So I could see how, you know, Kyrie is like, I could see how KD might be like, You know, it's not cut and dry no more. Not no more.
It's the Nets town. You heard it here first, man. The Brooklyn Nets that took over the city. Joell Ortiz and Salaam Remi have confirmed it. So if you see them on the street, just know, talk to them. Look, Box Talk.
Yeah.
Box Talk, man. Let's play this Jello record.
Go ahead.
J-Lo. What's your
Yeah.
name on the record?
Chacho.
Cha-cha. So good.
jello.
Here we go, man. Y'all pick up Box Talk, man, on Apple Music. Salaam Remi, Joell Ortiz. Love y'all brothers, man.
Thank you, man.
Ty 97, man.